Since the release of DayZ's newest map, Sakhal, a lot of people have been wondering why a lot of the weapons that are in-game are not spawning on this new map. And there is a good reason for this. See, Sakhal is based on an island that is located in Russia. And one of the things that you're not going to have on a Russian island is going to be a lot of Western weapons. You're going to be mainly relying on a lot of AKs, SKSs, Mosins, those type of weapons. Whereas, for example, Chernobyl and Livonia have multiple different types of weapons, and there is also a good reason for this. And it has to do a lot with lore in the game. You see, when the infection started on Chernobyl, the AN, or the parody group for the UN, came into Chernobyl to help fight off the infection. And as they were coming into Chernobyl, they decided to bring a lot of equipment with them. Example, helicopters, vehicles, weapons, and so on. This is one of the reasons you see the American helicopter crash on Chernobyl. It's the same reason why we have the Humvee and weapons like the M4, the AUGs, and the DMR. And as the virus was ramping up on Chernobyl, the remaining survivors wanted to leave Chernobyl and head to a location that didn't have this infection, and so they ended up traveling to Sakhal. Now, Sakhal had its borders closed at the time, but they ended up opening their borders to leave people into the island. The only thing is, when the survivors came into the island, the borders closed once again. A couple of years go by, everything seems okay, until the infection somehow spreads to the island of Sakhal. And this time the AN did want to go into Sakhal to be able to help, but the borders were closed and nobody was getting into the island or out of the island. But the AN still wanted to help in some way, and so the only way that they could get supplies to the survivors of Sakhal was to drop containers on the shorelines. This is one of the reasons we have the dynamic loot spawning of containers on the smaller islands surrounding Sakhal. And so the survivors could get in a boat, head out to these smaller islands and salvage these containers that the AN had dropped off. And these containers is where you find your Western weapons on Sakhal. So far I've heard they spawn M4s, M16s and the DMR. I don't know what other weapons they do spawn. I actually haven't seen one myself in game, but I do plan to make a video where we go searching for them soon enough, so keep an eye out for that. And that is the main reason why there is no Western weapons on the main island of Sakhal itself. There is the dynamic ones that do spawn around the place. I think there's a total of 8 of them that do spawn randomly on these smaller islands, and you can get some pretty decent gear that way. But personally, I think it's a pretty unique way to have the map. I know not everybody likes it. It's kind of 50-50, I think, at the moment. Some people don't like it at all because they want variety of weapons, and then some people do like it because it is a bit unique. It's certainly something that has never been done before. I don't think it's ever been done either on an official map or a modded map before, so it's a pretty cool concept to see. But let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. I'd actually like to hear your opinions on it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? But that is pretty much for this video. I hope this kind of explains the reasoning why there is no Western weapons on the main island of Sakhal itself. And until then, I shall catch you guys in the next one. So, peace out for now.